Hey you guys, what's good? It's your girl Yamila, aka Yams, aka Yams is finna get it where you at though. So before I start this video, as y'all can see from the title, this is gonna be a wild story time. But before I get started, I really want to talk about this face mask that I recently got put on. Okay, so this is from Teamy Blends. They're a healthy lifestyle company that formulates tea blend to help solve problems that people experience every day. Whether you're fatigued, not sleeping well, have low immune system, bad digestion, Teamy is here to help you guys. They improve their health through the power of tea by targeting gut health. So what they sent me is this detox mask green tea blend that has matcha, lemongrass, and clay inside. Let me show you guys. Hold on. This is basically a detox mask for my face, for anyone that's really into their mental health, trying to take care of their skin, making sure they're rejuvenated, feeling good about themselves, making sure they are happy. This is what you call self-care 101, self-love 101. Thing about taking care of yourself is making sure you feel good on the inside and on the outside. If you are into face masks, if you're into good mental health, I'd highly recommend you try this detox mask green tea blend. I love green tea blend. You guys make sure you check out their website. I will be linking all of their information down below, as well as their links and their social medias, all of that good stuff. If you guys have not checked in with me before, my name is Yamila, like I said in my intro, but I go by Yams, or as some of you guys know, Yasmin, my dancer name. Make sure you guys hit this like button and subscribe to my channel, and also turn your notifications on to keep updated with everything that I have to say. As you guys can see from the title, yes, I got sued for $50,000. I'm not lying, I'm not capping. So let me just start from the beginning of where all of this happened. It's been really weird at my apartments because I would have the smoke alarm goes off in one room, and then it'll trigger the alarm in another room, and then my living room, and then my bedroom, then my other motherfucking bedroom, and in the hallway, and it would just go crazy. Like, it was one day at work and it went off. People that own the apartment company gave me a phone call while I was at work, and they said, "Hi, I was wondering if everything's okay because your smoke alarm is going off." And I'm thinking, why is my smoke alarm going off? Like, maybe something is going on right now. I was like, no, I'm not home, but I could go home right now and see like what's wrong and take care of it, because I only live like 15 minutes away from my house. I was in a rush to leave work and go home, and I'm mainly worried that something is actually wrong and my daughter is in danger. I have a cat, and I call her my daughter because she's literally everything to me. She's my daughter, period. Nothing more, nothing less. That was my main concern, my daughter Coco. And so I'm rushing home. Before I knew it, I was driving too fast, and I hit the car in front of me, and that's when things went left. The next thing I knew, my bumper fell off. What made things worse is the car in front of me was a Lexus. So the first thing that I did was I got out my car and I asked her, like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?" And it's this really big lady. She was like kinda. I forgot to add this, but this lady got into a whole ambulance after telling me that she was okay. No scratches, no bumps, no marks, no nothing. She was breathing. Girl, bye. So now 1 year goes by. I believe this is the second year now. 2 years go by after this accident. So I go home one day, and I look on my bed, and there's a thick paper, and it looks real familiar because I've been to court a few times. I got in trouble before. I know what court paper looks like. And so it says, "The defendant, blah 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 blah, like you're being sued, blah blah blah, by this person, blah blah, during this incident. This person is suffering." Bro, it's this thick package. It's literally like 50 pages describing what she's going through, how she's feeling, the things she had to suffer through. This lady was talking about pelvic pain, trauma, loss of happiness, too many days of losing work. Like, she's just saying all of this crazy stuff, and I was like, how is this coming back to me 2 years later? Why couldn't you contact me, contact my insurance? Why couldn't you let me know ahead of time? Now this lady's talking about, I have a whole lawsuit against me. This lady wants $50,000 to cover all of her doctor appointments, to cover her loss of happiness. She can't live day by day anymore. She's living different. She can't think the same. I'm like, I'm like, is she serious? Like, is this really happening to me right now? I was really shocked because, one, I already knew how extra she was going to the ambulance. I already thought that was out of control because when I see her, the only thing that could have, she was a really big girl. And so I already seen her stomach was on a steering wheel. Maybe I hit her a little bit hard, talking about pelvic pain. Girl, bye. What the hell is talking about some motherfucking pelvic pain? Like, when I seen that paper, that's what I really thought was, girl, bye. You're doing way too much. People get into accidents every day and try to finesse. There was an incident where I got in an actually really bad accident, but I didn't realize how bad it actually was. I was honestly really hurt. I did suffer trauma. I did suffer head injury, but I didn't realize that at the moment because everything just seemed so unreal. So I felt where she was coming from. Half of me was like, okay, this girl really trying to finesse me and get as much money as she can. And the other part of me was saying, okay, maybe she's really hurt. And so I took it as, okay, if she's really hurt, then I can right my wrongs. I'll take care of what I did. I will be responsible and take care of this. Like, I received the paper and she was just asking me, did you receive it by mail or did you receive it in person? And I was like, I'm pretty sure I received it by mail because every time my mom get mail, she leave in my room. But my attorney was just like, well, can you make sure that you did? But I asked my mom, I was like, hey mom, like, how did this paper come in? And she said, they knocked on the door. They went to my house and knocked on my door and woke my mom out of her beauty sleep and gave her these papers. First demanded to see me, but I was at home, so she handed her these papers and told her, you need to take care of this. Your daughter needs to take care of this. When I called my attorney, she was telling me that they are suing me for $50,000. And when she told me that, like, the feeling that this is actually reality, I felt like my life was over. Like, $50,000, that's a lot of fucking money. The fact that we all work hard for my money, it's hard to accept the fact that everything that you're working hard to, every penny needs to go to this person. It doesn't have to, but it should. So when she told me that, I was very devastated, but it gets even better. So what really haunted me was when she said that they wanted to sue my mom too. The reason that they can't sue my mom is because with the car that I had, she was the co-owner of the car. So since she was the co-owner of the car, they felt like my mom should be sued too because she's responsible for the vehicle that I had. And so when they told me that they wanted to sue my mom as well, my heart sank. That's when I felt like my life was over. Like, as much of a hole that I was already in, I felt like breaking down and crying. And I actually did after the phone call because my mom is my world. And I feel like I've put my mom through enough that putting my mom through this, it would break her. My mom doesn't make a lot of money. My mom works hard for her money. She slaves for her money. She's been, all these years that I've been with her, she's been working so hard just to provide food on the table and so hard to make sure that I'm happy and taken care of and just maintaining my life. Like, my mom's giving me everything. And so for me to do this to my mom, that broke my heart. When I tell you, I got off the phone and started crying. I was so sad. I've never felt so sad in my life. And even better, even to make things even worse, she said I couldn't tell her. Like, because of legal issues, I was like, what do you mean? Y'all are suing my mom too. What do you mean I can't tell her? And she said they might sue her. Until they officially sue her, because of legal issues, you can't talk to nobody about the situation. You can't talk to your friends, your family, your mom, nobody else about the situation because you could lead yourself in another hole. I felt alone. I had no one to talk to. I had no one to go to. I was putting my mom in a deeper hole that I knew she was gonna hate me for and not want to forgive me for, because who wants to be responsible for something like that? I kind of thought of it like, since it was my fault, like, I'll own up to it. If the lady's really hurt, I'll own up to it. Like, put all of that on me. If you want to sue me for $50,000, that's fine. But I was just trying to convince my attorney, and I'm just thinking of all these scenarios of begging her, my attorney, whoever the lady that sued me for everything, anything, like, put it all on me. Nothing on my mom. Like, whatever you're suing her for, put that on me. Whether that's $100,000, whether that's $1 million, I don't care. Like, just don't put my mom in it. Like, whatever you do, do not put my mom in it, because I just can't risk my mom. When I got off the phone that entire day, my entire week, I was depressed. Like, I'm already trying to pay my bills, helping my mom out. Like, I have goals I have to reach. Now it's like, on top of all of my bills and all my goals are now on hold. I can't take care of my goals. I can't take care of myself. I can't take care of my family more. Like, this lady is suing me for so much money. I don't got shit for myself. Like, I'm just thinking, it's summer, goodbye hanging out, goodbye day parties, goodbye anything that I want to do, because it's all gonna go to her. But I was just thinking, like, I'm ready to own up for the things that I do. Like, I will pay. If I really hurt someone, I will pay the price. Like, I'm not greedy. Like, I'm not selfish. If I really did something wrong, I can own up to it, because that's just me. Because I have a heart. I have sympathy. If what you're saying, the papers, is true, I can own up to it. But what I can't own up to is hurting my mom again. Like, that hurt me so bad, and I was depressed. I was so depressed. Like, waking up every single day and pretending to be happy. I honestly say going to work was the only way that I kind of got away with dealing with the things that I've gone through and my emotions, because going to work, I'm just talking to so many different people, and it just allowed me to be away for a second. When I was going through the situation and the fact that I couldn't tell my mom, and even if I could tell my mom, I wouldn't even know how to tell my mom. It just hurt. Being with my mom, seeing her happy, and just living day by day, and as genuine as she is, that broke me. Like, my mom's happy right now. Now I'm just gonna get straight to the point. This is what happened. So, not only I got sued, but I no longer owe any money. Like, when I tell you God is amazing and God works in miracles, He really does. And there's nothing else that I can explain for this situation on how I got through this. And so I got this news a few days ago, and so all these emotions is fresh, so bear with me. I'm sorry if I'm crying. I ain't even trying to cry, but it's just so many emotions, because God is too real. God is too amazing. Okay, so she told me that news 2 weeks ago. I just had to sit on it. Like, this was really reality, and I honestly, taking those next few weeks, I needed a week. I took a week or 2 weeks off just to gather my emotions, to get myself together and really learn how to deal with this pain, because as you can see, like, it was hard. I finally gathered myself together, and I called her a few days ago, and she was like, okay, first when I called her, she was like, hello? I was like, hi, this is Yamila. And then she hung up. And so my first instinct was, I haven't contacted her in 2 weeks. Like, what if she don't even want to work with me? Now I'm in an even deeper hole. I was honestly like, did my attorney just hang up on me? I just told her who I was on the phone, and she just hung up on me. Like, is it even possible to drop my case? Like, can this bitch do that? I was thinking of texting her right now, like, bitch, you got me fucked up. You're supposed to have my back, nah. I was really about to go off in a text message because you're the hung up. So clearly she don't want to talk to me, but boo-boo, I could really get into it in text. Like, don't get me started. But then I was just thinking, okay, maybe something just happened in the line. All of a sudden just cut off right when I said my name. Maybe. But I was just like, Yams, you never know. Any what ifs could be possible. And so I took a deep breather, even though I had a million doubts in my head. And I called her back. And she didn't pick up. But then she called me back a second later. And I was just like, oh my God, okay, she's calling me back. And so I picked up the phone. And she was like, hi, sorry, I have really bad service right now. I'm driving. And I was just like, okay, so clearly, oh my God. What would happen if I sent her that text, y'all? What would have happened if I sent her that text? But okay, so she called me back. And she told me, hey, I'm sorry I haven't contacted you, but your case has been settled. And I was like, what do you mean it's been settled? Like, y'all finalized how much I'm paying her without telling me? Like, why would you do that? Like, how are you going to settle something and not let me know what you did? And so, okay, that's what I said in my head. But I was like, what do you mean it's been settled? And she said, everything against you has been dropped. Like, you don't have to worry about this no more. And when she said that, I was like, wait, what? I was like, how did I go from $50,000 that I have to pay her to zero? I was like, okay, are you joking me? Like, hold up. She said, I don't know. Like, all of a sudden, all of your charges has been dropped. And from that moment on, I was just so speechless. Like, all I could say over the phone was honestly, like, thank you so much. Like, you don't know how much of a barrier you took off of my chest. Like, that was amazing. I don't know what happened, how it happened, but within the 2 weeks that I took a break from her telling me that I was getting sued from $50,000 to the day that she told me that I was in $0,000 within those 2 weeks that I took to gather myself together and my emotions, I was telling myself every single day that if she's really hurt, I will pay. I will own up and be responsible and pay what I need to pay. The other half of me was like, if she's finessing me, then God will know. If she's really finessing me, then all I could really say is, God sees you. Like, you can lie all you want and pretend all you want and try to get as much money out of me. And my mom, I just kept telling myself, like, if she's really lying, then God will take care of it. God would take care of it. Like, what did God do, bro? Like, God took care of it. Like, tell me how this all of a sudden dropped. How? Because it was my fault. I hurt her. She went on an ambulance. She said she got injured. And the ambulance is already by itself. It's already $8,000 for an ambulance. Like, ambulances are expensive. And she got on that bitch. And she says she's suffering from trauma. All this crazy stuff. Like, she has the right to say that because it was my fault. So I'm an easy target. And I already have, like, hella things on my driving record. Like, it was just so easy. Like, and I'm just thinking she finessed me good. She played out smart because I'm the perfect target for someone to get sued. But I was just also thinking, like, God sees my intention. God sees my heart. And if she's really trying to play me, then God sees that too. And God wouldn't put me through that trouble unless I did something bad in my life. And I deserved that karma. In all honesty, if I was a bad person and I did a lot of bad things, whether it was finessing people or hurting other people or doing things that I shouldn't have been doing, then I would owe this $50,000 right now because that is my karma. But I have been good. And I've been righting my wrongs. And I've been responsible and genuine and having a good heart. And I swear to God, that really comes through. I hate to cry, but I swear to God, God is so good, you guys. Because how did that possibly happen? I want to know how, because that, to me, that is a miracle. Like, okay, you guys, so now I'm on my phone because my camera died. There's nothing better than God's miracle. There's nothing better than God's loving. Being close to God, I'd have to say, was the best decision I've ever decided. I don't know where I would be today if I didn't believe in God. I don't know how I would go through any situation, because you really do feel alone. Like, despite all the bad people, all the negative energy, despite anyone who tries to finesse you, when you know God is by your side, then God will take care of it. God will heal you. God will make sure that you are taken care of. As long as you're pure, as long as you have great intentions. I'm just so grateful to know that God is always with me. And I truly do believe that any miracle is possible when you keep your prayers up. God will take care of all the bad people. If anybody is going through a trouble, if anybody has also gotten sued or has a miracle story or have anything that you believe is from God, comment down below and let me know what it is, because especially with like collisions and car accidents and insurance, it is so easy to get finessed. Hope you guys like my story, and hopefully I inspired someone to keep going. If you're going through a hard time, like, it can be hard. This situation really made me depressed. Like, as much as I seemed happy, I wasn't. Like, as much as I keep positive, yo, like, I get depressed every single day. Like, maybe I do I already know I got mental health issues, but I just feel human. Like, it's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to feel pain. At the end of the day, you gotta ask yourself, what are you learning from this? Because every situation could be a learning situation. It doesn't have to be just a barrier. It doesn't have to be just the downfall. It's something to learn from, to heal from, to grow from, and to prosper from. So that's my input on that. I hope everyone stays strong and stay motivated. And if you are going through a legal situation where you can't talk to someone, talk to God, because God is always there for you. When they say you can't tell anyone, tell God. God is there for you. God will heal your problems. Even if I kind of, you know, even if I did tell anyone about the situation, I feel like they wouldn't understand anyways, because all my friends suck. Okay, well, I ain't gonna put that in a video, but God is just the best person to talk to. But that's my Miracle Mondays, Motivational Mondays. I hope everyone has a great day, and make sure you guys check out this Detox Max. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Hallelujah. It is Yams the Bitch Fun Killer. Where you at though? Peace, guys. Thank you so much.